On the brain. This white tough one right here, that's the dura matter. That's the one that attaches the brain to the inside of your skull. Under that is the arachnoid matter. We can't see that in these brains. And then the one that's right on the brain tissue, see how this looks like it's wrapped in cellophane? That's the pia matter. Okay? All these dark lines here, these are all the sulci, or the furrows, and the bumps are all the gyri. Okay? This is the longitudinal fissure. This is the transverse fissure. So these are your cerebral hemispheres. This is your cerebellum. This is your spinal cord. Okay? If we pull down on the brainstem here, there's the quadremina. Right here, quad meaning four, so there's four structures. Right? The two big butt cheeks. Right? Those are the superior colliculi. The two little ones on the bottom are the inferior colliculi. And you have to look deep in here. And you can see the pineal gland is way in there. It sits right on top of the butt. Okay? We should be able to see the, if I bring this down a little bit more, you see these two cylinder structures here and here? Those are the peduncles.
Where?
Peduncles. They're right here.
Peduncles. With a name like that.
Right? They connect the pons to, they actually connect the pons up to the rest of the brain.
Okay.
All right, so they're actually, what you were looking at is actually right in here.
Cerebellum?
Yeah. I mean, there's big nerve tracts that run in there, but it actually holds the pons right up under there. Okay? The nerves on this side. So here's your olfactory bulb up here. These are your olfactory tracts. You see the white lines coming down? That's where all the olfactory nerves come down. Your optic. Now your optics are cut really close here. This should look like an X coming in here. Because you should have one optic nerve coming down here from one eye. The other optic nerve is going to come in here. And they're going to cross over. Right? They come in from opposite eyes and they cross over. And that where they cross over, that X is called the chiasma. Okay? Coming down from that are your ocular motor nerves. Right there. Okay? On the side here, or not, are trigeminal nerves. I'm not trigeminal, are trochlear.
The little tiny ones adjacent to the pons, right?
Yeah. This one, there's a piece of one on this side, a tiny piece of one. Oh, here we go. This one's got good trochlear.
It's my brain.
There's the trochlear nerve right there.
Okay.
Okay. And then coming down.
So it's above the stem.
This one doesn't have the adducens though. This one has some adducens left. Okay, the adducens are here and here. They come up and go over the top of the pons. And if people had carefully removed the infundibulum, which is this thing, they would have left the nerves intact. But if you just rip it off, guess what happens to your nerves?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. They go with it. All right, so these are the adducens. They come over the top of the pons. Okay? And your largest nerves are the trigeminals, which are these babies right here on the side. This right here. That's a trigeminal. Those are the great big ones on either side.
Of the brainstem, right?
Yep.
Trigeminal.
Trigeminals, because there's actually 3 big nerve trunks, hence tri, that run in there. Okay? So we have the adducens up here, trigeminals over here, trochlear. Where'd it go?
On this one.
Oh, sorry, on this one. Trochlear over here, right? Ocular motor, optic, olfactory. Okay? And then we also have the spinal accessory nerves down here on the spine. Okay? If we move this, when this is in place, this actually holds the pituitary. Again, most of these are ripped off, so we don't have pituitaries. This right here is the mammillary body, the little booby right here. Okay? It's the mammillary body. This right here, see this artery that comes right down the middle here? That's actually lying in a fissure called the ventral fissure. It's on the ventral side, right? And on either side of that right here, you see these little bumps right here and right here on the medulla. This is the medulla. These little bumps on either side of the fissure are the pyramids.
Those are those lines.
Okay, it's the bumps. the bumps.
Is that the basilar
Oh, the
artery?
bumps.
This is the
not
basilar
lungs.
artery. Yeah, this is the basilar artery right here.
Artery. On the ventral fissure. Okay. And the pons.
If we look at a sagittal section, again, if we were looking at this from the rear and I pulled this down, okay, so there's our butt cheek right there, right? And there's the little one underneath, and then this would be the pineal gland sitting on top in the middle. Okay, so if we look at it, just so you can get orientation, okay? So again, here's your superior colliculi, here's your inferior colliculi, here's your pineal gland, okay? Then this is your corpus callosum, right? This is the genu, this is the splenium, this is the fornix, okay? This is the third ventricle in here, I mean the lateral ventricle in here, and in there should be the, do you even have a choroid plexus in there? Oh yeah, you do. See that dark stuff in there?
That's the stuff that's the spinal fluid.
That's choroid plexus, yep.
Plexus.
Okay. And below that right here is the third ventricle. This is the aqueduct that leads to the fourth ventricle. Okay. This round structure right here, it's the thalamus, right? And this structure under here is the hypothalamus. This is the arbovitae.
The what?
The arbovitae of the cerebellum.
Okay.
I think that's it. Is there anything?
But added some.
The spinal canal.
That you want to look, you can look on here
Okay.
for the spinal cord stuff.
Thank you.